For the persuasive speech, you will need to use a visual aid. And a visual aid is good to use in any speech, but they do need to be used correctly. So I wanted to give you some tips and tricks, ways that you can use those visual aids correctly. We always want to use them well. So if we're using them, we don't want it to distract, but we want it to actually help and aid and make our speech more effective. And so I wanted to mention a few of them, such as objects and models. You can definitely use those, and there's not a lot that you can do to change those. They are what they are. Make sure that they are larger so that your audience can see them, and show them when they're needed. And that goes for any of these visual aids that I'm sharing with you. Show them only when needed so that they're not looking at the visual aid the entire time, only at that specific point in time. Same with photos and drawings. Now, some textbooks will say not to use photos. Definitely don't use too many. And again, only show them as they're needed. Make sure they're large enough that people can actually see them. Now, I know you have a small group, but remember, we're learning how to present speeches in different settings, not just for the semester. So then there's graphs and charts. Many times with graphs and charts, there's too much information and it's too small and you can't read it. Again, you have to think, when you're up in front of an audience, what can they see? Don't have a lot of different colors going on. You can have a few, but if you have too many, it looks really busy and your audience can actually get confused. So some of the things that you might think would make a visual aid better actually make them more distracting. Not too many different type fonts is another example of that. If you happen to be presenting with a chalkboard, yes, you can use it sparingly, but it wouldn't be counted as your visual aid. So you need to use one of the ones that I've just mentioned. And there are others, and you can email me if you have any questions. But again, I just want to give you a few tips about how to use visual aids correctly. Thank you.